Hey, we are live backstage at Lollapalooza, the XRT radio compound, along with Jack and Ed of UK band Friendly Fires. A couple of friendly guys. Nice to see you. Thanks a lot for being here.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
Good to see you too, Marty.
Yeah, welcome back to Chicago. Last time I saw you in Chicago, you were playing at Double Door.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lively set. I really enjoyed that so much.
It's a cool place. Hold tight, the Earwax Cafe. We're big fans of it. I think.
Oh, yeah.
Long may it rain. Yeah. If we're allowed to endorse that on your record.
So you did
I don't know. It seems like it's not some like scary corporate giant or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I had two meals there in one day. It's really good.
Yeah.
Best day of my life, basically.
The food is really good there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And you spent a lot of time. So you spent some time in Wicker Park, in the beautiful Wicker Park neighborhood, while you were here in Chicago. You've been to Chicago a couple of times now, right?
Yeah, we have. We came once before. I can't remember where we played though. It seemed like a kind of back room. There was a little photo booth in the.
That was
corner of the
Shuba's.
bar.
That would be Shuba's, possibly.
Yeah. Okay.
right.
Yeah. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll say
Why
it's
not?
Shuba's.
Of course
It's
it
good
was.
as
Why the
guess
hell not?
Well, it's nice to have you back. Now, you played this morning or early this afternoon.
Yeah.
I think that you guys have the perfect song to be played today. Did Jump in the Pool go over well?
If only there was a pool to be jumped in.
Yeah, I
Like-
think it just creates lots of envy and people thinking, why the hell are we here when we could be in some kind of a lovely pool?
You need to bring a pool with you.
I know.
At least,
Yeah,
at least a
exactly.
little
Yeah.
splashy pool of some kind.
Didn't Limp Bizkit used to come out of a toilet? It'd be good if we were able to jump into a pool at certain points that our
It's certainly-
set, just to cool off. Because actually, you were close to
Expiring.
expiring.
Yeah. I think jump in the Buckingham Fountain should have been there.
That's where your stage should have been.
Yeah.
And then people would have been arrested when they jumped in the fountain. So maybe that
You
wouldn't
get
be a good
arrested
thing.
for that.
I don't think you can jump in Buckingham Fountain. No.
Come on.
I don't think they like that very much.
It's a shame, man.
Well, it's been a great year for you guys.
Yeah.
The album is just wonderful. There's so many good songs on it. It's one of those records where I play it on my show called The Big Beat. I've been playing it since it came out, but I think I've probably gone 5 or 6 songs deep on the record.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. You don't want just the same old 2 songs over and over again, and then the filler is left untouched.
No, the album has so many really good songs, and I think it's probably because lyrically, the album is strong, and it's also a fun dance record at the same time. The songs are actually about something.
Yeah, well, I think we never really have a set method of how we write a song or anything like that. It was all just you go in with a fresh idea every time, and hopefully it makes a bit of variety when you have a whole album at the end of the day.
Right. Now, there's so many things that I hear in the record, different sounds from different bands. To you guys, who are your influences for this record? Who had you listened to that allowed you to come up with what you have?
I think stuff that I think the songs are all really varied, but like there's a couple of things which kind of go throughout it. Stuff like Talking Heads and My Bloody Valentine a bit, and
Liquid as well.
Yeah, Liquid and Prince maybe, and
Right.
So a few acts that we all agree on and seem to underpin what we want to actually write music
Right.
in the style of.
And you guys are fans also of Detroit techno and Chicago house music, I would guess, as well.
Well, it'd be nice if we had enough time to pay a little pilgrimage to the warehouse or something. But I suppose I hear it's kind of not really. It's just nothing really there, is it?
No, just the outside of the building.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Well, that
really,
was quite
really depressing.
that was quite a scene
Yeah.
in the late '80s and early '90s. with Frankie Knuckles when he was in Chicago.
Yeah, well, we
and-
used to cover Your Love, but then we realised this cover is nowhere near as good as the original. Let's just
Yeah.
abandon it altogether.
I
I
heard something really depressing that Adonis was working at a Burger King as well,
Recently?
somewhere in Chicago. Yeah,
It's
it's just like, oh dear.
Well, back around
Lack
that
of
time, I
funds.
had another show. I had a dance show.
Sorry.
I had a dance show Friday night at Club X, and I used to get my records at Gramophone Records, where a lot of DJs worked. And Derek Carter was one of the guys who worked on the counter who would give me records all the
Really?
time. So I went to London to visit, and he told me a couple of people to say hello to and some shops to go into, and I just went into the stores and dropped Derek Carter's name, someone who I knew just from over the counter. Wow. I was like, you know the maestro.
Yeah.
The club scene in London.
Skeleton Key in London.
Yeah, the club scene in London has always been really, really strong. Is it still like that?
Yeah, I think so. There's always places like Detroit and Chicago always have this kind of like, you know, otherworldliness to them, like to people who are really into house and techno. I think it surprises everyone that when you come over here, there's, you know, it's like not really that big over here. It's sort of
no,
crazy.
it isn't. It really isn't. Like when Chicago techno and house music was really going strong, and people would say, "Hey, we have to go." I'm like, I don't. There's only one place to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I suppose it's just testament that you know, what there was such a strong nucleus of it at the time that kind of it's, you know, it spread around the world and become this huge thing.
That's exactly what happened. Now, your album, did I see this right, that it's being re-released?
Yeah, we kind of it's being reissued and with an extra disc which has got which has got Kiss of Life on it, which is our new single, and a couple of other songs which didn't make it onto which kind of just almost made it onto the original Solo record, and and a load of remixes and a live DVD of us.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, your live shows are a lot of fun. And when you were at the club at Double Door that night that I saw you guys play there, it was so much fun.
Yeah, it was. I think it's funny. I mean, playing in the bright light for us is kind of, it's quite weird. We like to keep it dark and a bit,
yeah,
have a bit of disorientating lights for the audience and that.
Do you play a lot of festivals?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now back home when you play festivals, is it later in the day?
Yeah, we've been quite lucky. We played one on the perfect time is when the sun is going down.
Right.
And we played one on Friday called The Big Chill that was like that, and sort of the sun was going down, and then the lights can kind of come on, and it's just like the whole audience just really responds to it.
Yeah, we were saying that yesterday. We were listening to Animal Collective, and they were pretty much doing a DJ set, really. That's what they were doing. And it was like the perfect time because the sun was going down and the crowd was really into it, and the atmosphere was just really fantastic. And I was thinking that they need DJs at this festival on a larger stage instead of the little club tent. We put them on a larger stage at that time. The place would just go crazy.
Yeah.
Really
you should instigate it, man. You could get your own stage named after you.
That will be it. Yeah. It's Marty's late afternoon disco. Yeah, I think I like that. Well, Kiss of Life is a really good song. I just started playing that too, and I think it's great that you guys have reissued the record because it did sort of go under the radar when it first was released. And as I said before, there's so many good songs on it that it really deserves to be heard.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
And thanks for
thank you very much.
Your own show.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, Friendly Fire's here backstage at Lollapalooza. More on the way. I'm Marty Leonards, 93XRT.